Hello students, welcome back. Today we will go through the last segment of the chapter of your literature book, that is third chapter, A Mad Tea Party. Open page number 31 and we will start from second paragraph. Twinkle twinkle little bat, how I wonder what you are at. It was, we all know that it was a great concert, a huge musical program given by the Queen herself, and the Hatter was participating in it. He was about to sing a song, and he was singing the same song. He asked, "You know the song, perhaps?" "I have heard something like it," said Alice. And after singing the first line of the song, "Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you are at," he asked to Alice that, "I suppose you know the song. Perhaps you have heard it." And Alice said, "I have heard something like it, not exactly this song, but I have heard something very much like it." The Hatter continued, and then the Hatter started singing again. "Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky, twinkle, twinkle." And he said, when you fly up above the world in the sky, you look like a tea tray. And then suddenly, when he had just finished his first verse of the song, when the Queen jumped up and bawled out, "He is murdering the time," off with his head. And he had just completed the first verse, the first stanza of the song. The Queen got mad at him and she jumped up from her seat and shouted at him. She screamed at him. She told, "He is murdering the time," off it with his head. He doesn't know how to sing. It is not actually a song. And chop off his head, cut his head as the punishment. "How dreadfully wicked!" exclaimed Alice. And then Alice was surprised how bad, how terrible the lady was. And ever since then, the Hatter went on in a sad tone. "He won't do a thing I ask. It is always 6 o'clock now." And then the Hatter said in a very mournful voice, in a very sad voice, that ever since then, means after the very incident, the clock didn't do a thing what I asked him to do. The clock was out of order, the clock was out of function, and that's why it is always 6 o'clock in the clock. उस घड़ी में अब हमेशा it shows 6 o'clock only. A bright idea came into Alice's head. "Is that the reason so many tea things are put out here?" she asked. And then suddenly an idea came into Alice's mind, and she thought, because the clock is out of order, the clock is out of function, it is not functioning anymore, and that's why it has stopped at 6 o'clock. It is always showing 6 o'clock now. That is tea time. And that's why you guys are always indulging in tea party. You guys are always having a cup of tea. "Yes, that's it," said the Hatter with a sigh. "It is always tea time, and we have no time to wash the things between whiles. Yes, exactly so. Because it is always showing 6 o'clock, that is tea time, and that's why we have no time to wash the vessels, to wash the things meanwhile. Then you keep moving around, I suppose, said Alice. Exactly so, said the Hatter, as the things get used up. And then Alice asked him, Ki, because it is always 6 o'clock, and that's why you guys are always having a tea party. So you just keep repeating it, keep doing this. And the Hatter said, yes, exactly so. We keep doing this. But what happens when you come to the beginning again? Alice dared to ask. And then Alice asked him, what happens when you start it again? When you begin the tea party again the next day? Suppose we change the subject. The March hare interrupted, yawning. I'm getting tired of this. I vote the young lady tells us a story. And then suddenly, the March hare interrupted them. The March hare came into the dialogue, yawning, since he was sleeping. So he said in a sleepy tone that I think we should change the subject. I think we should change the topic. I don't want to take the same story again and again. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing the same thing. So I say the young lady, the girl, Alice, should tell us something new, should tell us a new story. And that is the end of the chapter. It was third chapter from your literature book, A Mad Tea Party. It is written by Lewis Carroll. It is his pen name. His original name is Charles Ludwig Dodson. He was born in 1832 and died in 1898. He was a famous writer, he was a famous author. Now, guys, I suppose you all are doing your question answer as well. You all must be preparing for your upcoming examination that will be held anytime in next month, September end, or might be October first week, your term 1 examination. So please be prepared for it. And our school is going to start living classes shortly. We will be streaming living videos for you, all subjects, not just English, but English, math, science, social science, everything. So prepare for it, do your homework. Thank you very much.